Into the group stage of this edition of the CAF Confederation Cup. That is, of course, the Kaizer Chiefs in with a 3-1 victory today against AS Simba. And the other side out in Athlone in Cape Town, Stellenbosch FC securing themselves a 4-1 victory against Kite de Agosto. Let's now take you through this Kaizer Chiefs encounter. I am joined in studio by Dumoulin Kune as well as Shuffle the Pack Mahlangu. Jabu, I'll just start with you quickly nje. Umubheka overall kulo 90 minutes esiwubonile kabangani ngomdlalo weKaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, it was an easy game for Chiefs, but very important for Chiefs to win and score because Basegule game we know what they've been struggling with Kora. So good win for Kaizer Chiefs. Second half, I still feel good. They should have scored more goals, but ngoba this team was too weak. Relax. I mean, buzu itu. Sometimes when you play, it's in a level yako. And then up we are leader 3-0. It's normal. Accept a full as a professional, but so I feel which they should have scored 6-7 goals so that Nabubabu was tries and took Korama goal.
Iti, from your vantage point, looking at Brandon Peterson having to concede that goal and what could have been umdlalo for Kaizer Chiefs where they have a clean sheet. Very unlucky there.
Very unlucky. The shot, it was a hopeful shot from outside the box and it deflected from Aiden McCarthy. But again, I think Kaizer Chiefs, like Jabu said, could have scored more goals just to send a message to the teams that are going to be drawn against in the group stages. Because if you score 3, it's not enough. You had plenty of opportunities in the second half just to put the game to bed. So they could have done that. I think even the subs that came in, they didn't do any justice for the club because they could have taken the game to a whole different level. But they came in and they were like, no, we are cruising nicely with 3-0 and we don't have to score more.
Like
but that's the wrong mentality for players playing for a big club like Kaizer Chiefs. They should have just scored more goals.
More goals is what was needed for Kaizer Chiefs. So Dumoulin Kune wanting to see more hunger coming through from the team as they move on into the group stage, just to send a clear message to the other teams that will be drawn in the same group as them. Let's take a look at how Kaizer Chiefs opened the scoring. And we spoke about this man into the starting 11, onto the score sheet is Etioso Igodaro with the opening goal here in just 3 minutes.
Yeah, Jomang Shiduguti, Chiefs Ibonisila. They lost the ball, but they managed to win the ball quicker. Aiden McCarthy, good, fantastic pass behind the defense. Everything was perfect in this ball. First charge, we got the look at this ball. We more right, which is good, and then why release more left and Ikodoro. Uboni looked at defense. They couldn't anticipate. Ugutu goalkeeper maga save Ibuya in the middle. A good goal there for Kaizer Chiefs and good for his confidence. Ikodora.
Certainly good for his confidence, but in terms of just taking some learning points would be from a goalkeeping point of view for AS Simba, because things certainly could have been done differently, and perhaps we'll get to that point as soon as we work through this tag of what the goalkeeper could have done differently.
Yeah, I mean, Kune, Pegala. Inter is 3 players. Usirino, not Usirino, the other player, Solomon, is already on the opposition half. Ungobo is against 3 players, and he managed to win the ball against 3 players. Quinika played Aiden McCarthy, the cross. Nasi space and then cross a challenger from the left wing. But Uboni defensive flat footed, and he played that ball nicely behind the defense. Look at Ulilepo. In front of the defense, first touch right, second touch shoot to left, and look goalkeeper, I think Kune Gulangangena corner. He should have maybe at least tried to push the ball aside, not right straight in play.
Yeah, no, just to add to that, I think it's important as a goalkeeper. Your first decision that you make, you want to catch the ball clean to avoid such situations where a striker will come and, go for a tap in. That ball, when it comes, if you know it's powerful, you can't catch it clean. The only thing that you have to do is to parry it towards the side, not towards the play. Because look at Igadoro. He came and he sprinted past the defenders. It's a striker's instinct. Yes. Once you get into the box, you know, you can already smell an opportunity. And he knew that the goalkeeper is going to put the ball back onto play, and he just came in, tap in. But the goalkeeper could have done better by pairing the ball to the side.
Right, that will be a learning point there. But moving on, we then see Kaizer Chiefs getting their second goal, Bulumdlalo. This time it is Zita Kwinika. This is following a foul that was committed prior to that, and of course just getting that set piece, which was crucial in finding that second goal.
Yeah, ulile pola ubukeka ukuthi besika on song, but lesikhuluma nge-delivery yaka Villa laphayana. First pole, the timing, the weight of the pass from Uvila, and the timing of the run from Ukwinika who first post. Beautiful goal from Kaizer Chiefs, the beautiful set piece. And it's good to see Uvila starting his second game as a starter and assisting 2 goals in this game this afternoon.
So it's very solid there in Mfundo Villa, guys. Also another player that came back into the starting 11 from Kaizer Chiefs, looking at the difference between the players they had in the first leg. And we take you through this delivery once again through the tog from that set piece, Yaga Obrigado.
Yeah, no, I think Simba could have done better when it comes to their organization, because you can see there's no communication, there's no synchronization, meaning they should move as a line and not be in 6s and 7s. Because how they moved, a blocking player, a guy in the front, he should be the one cutting that cross or that ball from getting into the dangerous area. But you can see that they didn't practice the set plays coming into this match. And Kaizer Chiefs took advantage of that.
They did take advantage, and another man that added to Kaizer Chiefs taking advantage was Glody Lepo. We unfortunately saw him being substituted off at the end of the first 45 minutes following a heel injury. But you don't give Glody a chance like that he wouldn't take.
That's what I like about Glody. I mean, he can kick with both feet, and he can also jump using his height. And that ball was perfectly put in front of him, and how he attacked the ball, you could see the intention that look where he comes from. And look at the line again. There's no organization whatsoever. And the goalkeeper was left exposed, but I'm happy for Glody for taking that chance.
Yeah, and again, V, quickly. I said 3 players, I think there were 4. Angilbal Lelele Chiefs first pole because he was out of action. 9 white shirts against 4 Kaizer Chiefs shirts, but they couldn't defend. Poor defending again from the visitors there. But good execution goal from Kaizer Chiefs.
Good execution from Glody Lepo there to find the third goal for Kaizer Chiefs. And in the 80th minute, just 10 minutes from full time, and what was a fortunate for Aiden McCarthy, who had a good game here this afternoon, is Umkondo Ugwazekai.
Yeah, Joe Itashilo, the cross level, we City kick and hope. Yeah,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Fabian McCarthy Zame Uguivala, but these things happened, and there was no chance for the goalkeeper. Panau reacted it because he thought Fabian McCarthy was going to deal with that cross, and Kaizer Chiefs conceded. But for me, I think they were well organized in terms of their defensive organization. The Kaizer Chiefs, McCarthy, he could have done on another day. He could have had a proper touch. I trap and we trap, or I shy away same time. But it was quick, and I'm telling an element of surprise. These things happened, and Chiefs considered their own goal.
And again, it's a critical moment of the game. Last 10 minutes, the guys should have known better that we need to stay switched on. We can't let these guys. First off, they showed that they want to take shots from outside the box. Brendan Peterson made a stunning save. But in the second half, they could have avoided that by someone or cross. He went half and half. He didn't go aggressively to close down the guy who took a shot. If he had done that, the player would have easily turned back and played the ball back, and then they can reorganize themselves. But now it was just a hopeful shot that came into the box, and it ricocheted on Aiden McCarthy. And Brendan was unfortunate.
Unlucky there for Aiden McCarthy, but it is a victory for Kaizer Chiefs 3-1. They are into the group stages of the CAF Confederation Cup. And next up for them, they will be playing Durban City out in the Betway Premiership. That will be a midweek clash. Let's take you through to an ad break. When we come back, we take a look at what happened at the Athlone Stadium, Stellenbosch FC. Also through